Hey Karen, hey Karen. Hey everybody, I'm Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Back for the second video today, same color palette. 16, I decided to go with the 16 by 16 cradle wood canvas. I'll repeat the colors for you guys. Everything is pre-mixed, ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go as fast but as careful as possible because I gotta walk the dog and then make dinner. So, and it's like 6:30. So, I don't know why you need to know that. But anyway, make it down on the canvas. How does that look? Let me raise the stick up a little bit and then come back down. You see it all? I think that's the edge right there, right? Let me tilt. I want you to be able to see the cups too. All right, that's looking pretty good. All right, so I'm just gonna mix up colors. I'll talk about it in a minute after I pour a little bit, after I flip the cups. Little time saver ooh, what's going on right there? Little time saver I learned from Julie Cuts, so thanks Julie. There's my consistency. My pouring medium recipe is nothing but GAC800. No water, no nothing, just the GAC. It is a little thicker. We'll see how that does. It's fun to experiment. If this doesn't pan out and I have to scrape it or something, then I'll add a dash of water. Or a dash of Floetrol. Maybe I'll just experiment. I don't know. So, get my colors in. I'm gonna do a 3-cup flip cup. I got about, some of these colors were very full, so they have 3 drops of treadmill silicone in them. And, what the hell, I'm gonna put just a little bit. My husband and I just watched Roger Federer lose to Novak Djokovic at the Cincinnati Open. And we're tennis buffs, and we were thinking about getting tickets to go to the US Open here in New York. But good googly moogly, are they expensive. And for the cost of a ticket for a good seat, or you're not up in the nosebleed, I'm not talking like courtside either, just, you know, just so you can like see the ball in action. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll watch it from our couch. City's crazy expensive. Ooh, I like this color a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So I'll talk about colors in a second. Let's go back to this dark aqua. Color I'm using right now is Payne's Gray. And when I was mixing it up, I forgot about how much I absolutely love Payne's Gray. It's like, it's such a versatile go-to color because it's softer than black, but it gives depth and great contrast, goes with everything. It really is just the bomb. It's the bomb. Almost out of these stupid big deep cups that make a mess on my fingers and don't, too tall for the sticks. Can't wait till those gone. Let's see. bunch of white to separate the colors. Looks pretty good. Let's go with the dark until it's gone. Just squeeze enough for 3 cups. Let's scrape it. Oh God, I hate these cups. Oh yeah, splooge on my canvas, I mean. All right, that'll have to do. That one's gone. Let me see. Almost out of the Payne's gray. Not a lot going on in Big Apple. It's like kind of rainy. Do you ever have days where you just don't want to go outside? That's me today. Like, just don't want to go out. Not for anything. Other than walk the dog, that's about it. Yesterday we went for a walk. One of the things this city does really well is balance the needs of tourists with the needs of the locals. They really do a fantastic job with that. And so for the locals, every Saturday afternoon, I'm not sure if it's every Saturday, I think it's 3 out of the 4 Saturdays in August, they close Park Avenue. Close it, and it's open for pedestrians and cyclists and joggers, and they have things for kids, little kiosks and tents and things for kids to do along the way. And Park Avenue is a really long avenue. So that was nice, and it made such a huge difference to walk along that without cars. Like, you know, it's so noisy here all the time, you kind of become immune to it. But you really notice the difference just by that one street being closed. And we did see some tourists, you know, asking cops like, what's going on? Why is it closed? I need to get here or there. And we're like, yeah, sorry, just closed until it's from like 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So it's not all day or anything. And it confused the tourists. So it was kind of funny. And we took our daughter to see High School Musical on Theater Row yesterday too, and she loved that. It's very corny and campy for grown-ups, but it's definitely for kids, for tweeners. So let me wipe off my hands. All right, let me flip these over. Bang. 3. Wipe off my hands and I'll tell you the colors I'm using. So I got a couple different shades of red because I ran out of, what did I have? The cadmium red deep, which was this guy. This is the Winsor & Newton Professional. It's a little bit more of a blue red. It's like a spicy red. And turned out I had enough anyway, but I made a cup. It seems like I used more of it, of just the medium red. This one here is, you know, the Winsor Academy, so it's the cadmium red medium. For the greens, I have the Artist Loft Aqua Green. And then for the darker shade of that, I have the Cobalt Turquoise, which is the heavy body. And then I talked about the Payne's Gray and my Tea White. So those are the colors in this palette. And I am gonna let those rest a second. Starting to, it's very gloomy out. I hope the lighting of the video is good enough. I didn't want to have to put a light on. It's nice without the glare of my overhead light. So keep on wiping the paint off my hands. This, since the pouring medium, the GAC doesn't even have water. I mean, there's nothing. It's just pure GAC. It is definitely thicker than I'm used to, but I do know that it sells up for a while. It's like a child, you know. It has the growth spurts. You sell it up, it looks great, and then you turn around 20 minutes later and it's grown. So I'm gonna be mindful of that and kind of torch high, because I don't want the cells, listen to me sounding all confident, like, yeah man, I don't want the cells to like overtake my painting, because I'm not sure I'm gonna get cells, which is a little bit arrogant, I suppose, but I've never not gotten them, so I would assume I will. All right, throw some gloves on. I still have a pre-gessoed, the toothy kind, the Master's Touch. I have a 12 by 24 sitting around. So maybe one night this week I'll do an experiment and just add a touch of water or a touch of Floetrol to the GAC and do another painting on that panel. Just for comparison's sake, for scientific purposes, you know. I'm like nervous. I don't know why. I'm nervous about this one. But here goes nothing. I'll just let that run. Run. It's not going anywhere fast. Ooh, there's the red. Love. The rest of that over here. And the rest of this over here too. All right. Oh, look at the bubbles. Bloop. Bloop. Do I torch now or later? I'm gonna go later. Bloop. Yeah, I'm gonna go later. Let me see what kind of composition I get first. Bloop. Which way do I go? I gotta come down to this one corner. Gosh, this canvas is heavy. Just have these two guys kiss up. I'll worry about that corner in a second. Go back the other way. now it woke up. Now it wants to slide around. That's good. Come back down over here. And then down to this one side. There's a cool green stripe I'm trying to keep. I don't know if you guys can see that right now, but. And then finally, I'm gonna stop right there for a second. I don't want it to get too thin. You can see what paint's in my cup for this one little corner. Just kind of a nice little spot of red. Interesting. Pour that off a second. Okay, go back. Totally loving the composition. Let's see what happens when we torch. I'm kind of happy I don't have cells either, just the two. So I can be picky, leave some background, and go up really high. Well, maybe not that high because nothing's happening. Come down a little bit. Let's be chicken, do a corner, see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe I jinxed myself. It's still kind of high, popping bubbles. You can see them popping everywhere. Right there. All right, time to go low. Let's see. Let's wait, see if they grow. There. Maybe they'll just be little baby cells, which I'd be okay with, because I don't want them to grow gigantic. Maybe I should have torched first. I don't know. We'll see if these guys get any bigger. They're not as immediate as, if you saw my last video, my little practice pour, the cells were definitely much more immediate. These are, they're taking their sweet old time. They're smaller, which suggests to me that my pouring medium in my paint, that perhaps it was a little bit too thick. So next painting, definitely a dash of water. Look how long I have to torch. I never torched this long. Oh, let me switch torches too. This one seems to be dying. Oh yeah, this is the one you gotta hold. Let's try this guy. Oh, maybe it's technical difficulties with my torch. Let's check that out. No, see, it just burnt the paint. Never do that. That's bad. Bad, Karen, bad. All right, I'm gonna stop and just watch it for a while. I don't want to bore you guys, so I do like being able to see the background, and I do love the composition a lot. a lot. I'm very happy with that. So if these grow a bit, we'll see. It's kind of cool. The cells are sticking to the sides. I'll go off camera and touch up my sides, but if those cells remain, that's kind of cool. And even though the cells are small, they're like good quality. So I guess I take quality over size, right? Especially right in here, gorgeous. These are really pretty. Got a nice little cluster going on here. So I'm just gonna watch it for a bit and see if it grows. I'll bring the camera down. And one of my subscribers reminded me that, you know, I never talk about where you can buy my paintings or see my finished works. And that's because I'm a terrible salesperson, basically. But if you're interested, obviously it's waterfall acrylics, and you can find me, find my art page on Facebook and on Instagram under the same name. So feel free to check them out. The ones I sell, I usually sell from my Facebook page. Occasionally I'll put it on Instagram, but most of the ones that are for sale, you can find there. So where am I? They're starting to grow a little bit. See, now I'm gonna be worried that I over-torched. So now I kind of hope they stay small. Damn, I'm picky. Let me, I want to torch one little area right here, and then I'll get the camera down. And then I gotta go walk the dog. He's walking around with his little legs crossed. So, where am I? Hello. All right. Try to take this out. Go down like this. You guys can take a look. So, ooh, it's nice to be able to see it without the glare of the light, right? So there's that cool stripe in the middle. I adore that. Let me go up high so you can see the whole composition of it. That I just love. And then come down closer for a look at these cells, which are slowly growing. I hope they don't, because there's so many little ones. If they grow too big, it'll just be, I'll lose the background, and I will be sad. I will be sad, Karen. And then over here, same deal. And then if I can, I want to show you the sides, because the cells are clinging. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Nope, guess not. That's a terrible job on my part. Right there, kinda. You can see the cells clinging to the side of the canvas, which is really cool. So that's it. A 2-in-1 day. Pretty good. I'll post pictures on the, the usual sites. And oh, I'm a mess today. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Take care. Bye-bye.